So I found out that Smg4 is ending. I like I had some idea that this was gonna happen. I don't know. It just feels very unfortunate that another YouTuber is leaving. I mean, first Matt Pat, but in a way I can kind of see why he's leaving. I mean, you're theorizing about every little thing that people either don't care about or everyone cares about. And now you have a wife and kid. It just seems very difficult to not theorize about every little thing, even if your child is in the room, to the point where you're not really enjoying your family, you're just theorizing about everything. And I can understand why he would want to leave. But SMG4 just seems to seem to love what he did, and now that it's like ending, it just doesn't seem that understandable why he would want to end it. He even from his video he says that he doesn't have any more stories to tell. I don't even know why that's the case. I feel like I need to at least talk about it in this format because I really want to capture the raw emotion of this. Um, yeah, it's just shocking to see it end. Part of me wanted to at least it stayed forever, but I mean, with everything else going on, you just in denial, I guess. I thought that it would go forever. Something to watch on every Saturday, something to talk about with friends. Though now it's going away. A part of me thinks this is a bad move, but the other part of me says it's his choice. He can choose to end the show that he's created, making a lot of fans, a lot of people creative, and now even me talking about his feelings on it. Granted, I really would have liked it to go on further, but it just feels like that maybe it was its time. I don't know. It just I would love it to continue. I really would, because it just is a big part of my childhood, and it was even going into my adulthood. I mean, even it inspired me of most. I don't, with like if Seth was in something, like those videos was inspired by, oh, if Mario was in these. Even in times of bad events, even that helped. It it just feels like that now that this is gone, there is no real calmness or anything. Sadly, none of this is scripted. This is just my thoughts on it. I hope that in some form that SMG4 will continue. I hope, though maybe not with Lucas or Kevin in this. I mean, Glitch Productions is now kind of like their main focus now, I guess. I I would love them to continue SMG4. I would. I mean, after finding out the announcement of it, I hate to say it, kind of felt like I was going into a form of depression, to be honest. But once again, it's their choice. I cannot force them to make this. I cannot force them to continue. I can't even force them to make spin-offs or anything. But it just seems really sudden for them to end right after MatPat ended as well. And I guess down the line we're going to see a trend of other YouTubers also kind of like saying like they're done and ready to move on. And even me actually on YouTube and me making videos on random stuff like parodies to storytime videos to, I don't know, random shapes. It just, I hate the idea that at some point I might want to retire on this. I understand that probably everyone will have to at some point, either by their own choice or someone else's choice. And yeah, it just feels upsetting, I should say. Just upsetting that we're losing another talented artist, I guess. Now I think to some degree the reason why I'm making this is a form of coping mechanism. Like I have some sense of control by at least getting an opinion or an idea out there before the end eventually comes. It is a sad realization that I know will happen, and I granted people are already making parodies already or their own version of Smg4, and I'm glad that other people are doing it as well. But on the other hand, I'm just sad that we'll never have something like them again. I don't know. It's horrifying, and right now I just don't know what to really think about it. I mean, I stumbled upon it by accident. Just looking up random Super Mario Brothers animations and Mario for Hire. Bizarre and highly inappropriate. But it was different. It was unique. It was bizarre. It was funny. It just was new to me. Now, what's the point now with like announcing that it's ended? I would have been fine of them continuing and slowly making them inconsistent to the point where it's like, okay, they probably stopped, but announcing it makes it even much more sad, I guess. But once again, I really don't know what else to say. It just hurts, I guess. One of the times that I remember watching it was when me and my dad went to North Carolina. The trip started out okay, and then near the end of it, it just did not go as planned, and it was awful. We had to go home straight away because of that. But at that time, the swap Mario Brothers with Princess Peach and Toad as Mario and Luigi, and Mario and Luigi as Bowser and Kamek was uploaded around the same time that we booked a hotel on our way back from North Carolina because of that horrible incident. And yeah, it just felt a form of comfort, I guess. But it just feels sad that we're not going to have any more to really have those types of moments. As I'm saying this now, it just feels like it's a load off my shoulders, just it being calm and whatnot. Even though that my dad is talking me in the walls, it just feels comfortable just telling this to everyone. Now I am still excited for what they have in store, like Glitch's production of Knights of Guinevere, or another episode of the Amazing Digital Circus, or something completely new and original. Though I just hope both Kevin and Luke don't go by the wayside as time goes on. Because growing up with a lot of these two guys making tons of bizarre content and bizarre stuff, and us just enjoying it. And even me sharing it with friends on the bus just because we enjoyed it. To me, I just hope we don't lose that as time goes on. Part of me wishes it can continue. I've actually felt a form of depression, I think, as he announced that. And I'm not saying that for pity, but I do find it saddening that in a month or so, we will not have any new videos. Nothing to look forward to. And granted, I would like something, and I mean something, to still look forward to on Saturday. But the way that things are going, we might not ever get that again. If anyone works at Glitch, Smg4, or weirdly enough, Hobo Bros, I would like to leave Kevin and Luke with this. What you've done has made both me and my friends very happy over the years, and I hope to some degree we have a new form of SMG4 to look forward to. Maybe with new characters, new adventures. I mean, I would like a documentary style thing of just Kevin, just you guys talking about your work on SMG4. Maybe what you did. Maybe how it all came together. Maybe some other artists can come in and say, "Hey, this is what we did." It just feels like it's uncomfortable to think that this is it, and then. I mean, Hobo Bros, you guys left, and we were okay with that because to some degree, I think we knew that we could still be on SMG4, seeing the new wacky adventures. Now that that's gone, it's just glitched now. Meaning, we're not going to have that style of magic or humor anymore. I am trying not to cry here, but it's got. I just need to see it go. To be honest. It's been part of my childhood. It allowed me to have friends on the bus that just enjoyed it. It didn't matter if it was crazy, childish, or bizarre. We all enjoyed it. We had fun. We even wrote our own ideas for stories. Granted, we never put them on paper, but still, we enjoyed it. We even voiced each character. One played one. It was still fun. I don't know. Part of me feels like I don't want it to wind up like it should being nothing more, nothing less. It's just another layer of the YouTube algorithm, just like a layer on top of it. And then when people try to get the question, what is this? What is Skibidi Toilet? What is Pokemon this version? Or I just don't want it to be out of date and not be timeless anymore. That's really. I had to at least do this to get it out. So what do I mean, I just love looking forward to every week. Just out, no more school, no more college, no more nothing, and then you just go straight to the computer and watch the next episode. It was still consistent with the uploads. It was still enjoyable, and then now we're not gonna get any of that. I mean, it's like to some degree, what am I having? What do I have to look for any sour days after December 27th? Do I just wait till the next thing on Glitch drops, or do I hope that they reheat Hobo Bros? I really don't know. And even saying this, I just don't. Oh crap! No, I'm recording it. I completely missed the thing. Sorry, I'm looking at it when I'm talking. It's all crazier with it. It's like we don't even know where a lot of like the other characters were or something. I mean, if Luke's character I would be okay if Luke's character like leaves and we just stick with like the main cast. It's still the wacky adventures that could come out of that. Though it's weird that it's not like MatPat, or MatPat like gave the keys to other people to keep it going, where Smg4 will just end with nothing else to look forward to. It just hurts. It really does. I mean, we got good stories like the Waluigi arc, and that was an accident. The anime arc everyone loved on the bus. It was fun. We binged it. The YouTube arc was interesting just to see a different side of SMG3. A guy that I just thought was, it's just his antagonist. The Zero arc, I kind of wish that they didn't kill Axel. I mean, they could have got more out of that. And I don't know. And then, I mean, the casino arc with was kind of interesting, with callbacks to older episodes. I just hate the idea that I know I'm repeating myself, but I just hate the idea that it's gonna end. I guess to some degree I was okay with Game 3 changing because I just watch what I like to watch, not every episode. But I guess to some degree I enjoyed this a lot more with my friends, I guess. My friends and just acquaintances, just to talk about it. I mean, to get even more sad about it, even some episodes are parodies you don't even know in a couple decades are still going to make any sense. I mean, My Hero Academia. Granted, I never watched the anime, but they did a parody, and then once that parody is up there for years, will anyone still watch it? Granted, I would still enjoy them making shorts or something. Then we don't feel like we're losing it. To be honest, maybe right now I'm going through the stage of bargaining before for anger, then depression, and then back, and then to acceptance. In a way, I had to make this video just kind of just talking about it. Even besides just having fun, it connected me with tons of like culture of memes and whatnot. I know that's sad to some degree, but it allowed me to connect with people. And growing up around people that did not connect with me in other ways, it was a way for me to find a way to talk to people. I mean, they were one of my inspirations to start YouTube. Granted that there was other ones like Jaden Animations, Categories, and many others, but Smg4 just like showed that you can make something so crude and simple, but enjoyable, and from that you can make bigger projects, something even more grand than you expected. I really don't know what else to say. All I can say is, Luke and Kevin, if you're listening to this, all I can say is I hope that to some degree your humor lives on in some shape, way, or form, and we can still enjoy it for years to come. And creative and bizarre projects in the future, because I think it should still continue. And now, I know I'm repeating myself, but I understand it's your guys' choices, and I don't know if it's gonna stay dead or not gonna continue, or it might be starting up again with new adventures, with new characters. But I guess to some degree, I guess all I can say is thank you for the time that you've given us. And thank you for giving us a wild ride. And I hope you guys give the series a good and satisfying ending. Because I believe it deserves one. I'm Seth Bar-zak. Thank you for listening. This video was really hard to make, because I feel like that without at least saying this, I feel like part of me would have never had closure. So for the people that have watched this, thank you for watching.